Okay, so I am here. I know that I've fallen off the face of the earth. I just kind of want to give you an update of what's going on. I'm all in my winter gear, snow coat and everything, which I never ever wear. But it is freaking cold. Portland has essentially come to a standstill yesterday and today because we had a really good snowstorm come through, which then accumulated into an ice storm. So here's my street. It's pretty icy. It's pretty icy. And basically everything here is just coated in a layer of ice. My husband and I pretty much turned the alarms off. We turned the alarms off last evening so that we could sleep in, and then just kind of slept our little lives away this morning, which we really needed. I've been watching a lot of Vlogmas videos out there. I have quite a few of my favorites, some of which have been Zoe Suggs Vlogmas is one of my favorites. I've been really enjoying Naomi Smart, I think her name is. Come on, baby, you can go in the house. Sophie's like, man, it is so damn cold. So damn cold. Yeah. So, let me show you some of my sights today. I just love icicles so much. We don't really have a lot of snow here in Portland. So when it does snow, people get a little bit crazy, and yeah. My hubby's truck is covered in ice. I'm sure you can't see it on camera. Yeah, everything's just covered in ice. So what you gonna do? Oh my god, I've got full-on Hausfrau hair going on today. That is a la hat hair. Part of the issue that I've got going on is, well, there's a few issues going on. Part of the issues that I've got going on is that I've left my tripods in Salem. So, you know, we are in Portland, but we still own the Salem house. And so we have belongings in both places. The plan was that we were going to go to Salem today. And the plan will be we will go to Salem every Friday, spend the night through Saturday, so that we can get any cleaning done, remodeling done, any touch-ups before we either rent it out or sell it. What exactly we're gonna do still remains up in the air. But I left my tripods at the house, which means I have to hold my camera like this, which is a very awkward way to film, especially if you're not really good at paying attention to the camera. And I have a tendency to have the camera kind of like dip out of frame like this. And as much as I love you, I do not like filming my double chin. So I've got to really pay attention. So I haven't really been doing a lot of that. Plus, you know, just the whole move to Portland has been really a big struggle for me. It's been like glorious for Jason. Like, Jason is in his element. He's totally happy. I don't think that this move could have come at a better time for him. He's just so incredibly stoked, so that all by itself makes all of this worth it. But for me, I'm really struggling. I think what has happened is when I found out I was losing my job back in September, I had 60 days before the job actually went away, and I never really let myself like dwell on that or contemplate on that. I never really let myself beyond like just saying the words, really let that sink in and think about what that really meant for me, and you know, put some kind of meaning to it. And I think what's happened in the last few days is, you know, as I'm still unpacking boxes and I don't have a job, so I'm at home a lot by myself, which sounds depressing, but that really isn't so depressing. I really like my grounding that I put myself on. I'm finding that I'm spending a lot of time just really dwelling on what's going on with myself. This is totally... My life is so unglamorous. It really is. It's just like... It's so unglamorous. It really just is. I don't think it'll ever be glamorous. I think my life is just gonna be real, and it's just gonna be real. And if nobody ends up watching my YouTube channel, that's okay. I mean, I love it. I love getting your feedback and your responses, but I think the reality is that for a while I'm going to use this channel as kind of a documentary, like a way to document my life and document what's going on. And you know, I have to come up with, I have to make some really big choices coming up here shortly. One of those being, I have to decide what I want to do for work. Now, the career that I've essentially like walked away from for a little while makes really incredible money, and which is great if that was all that was important to me, but it's not. I can very easily jump back into that career again. I think I have a lot of skills. I have a lot of years of experience. I think that I have a lot of really good references and people who want me already. I just have to decide, is that really where I want to go back into, or do I want to like try something completely brand new? Now, the big push right now is that we really can't afford to not have me working. And we really can't afford to not have me working and making really good money, because this place up in Portland's really expensive. That place in Salem needs to get paid for still too. So it's like really all of our expenses have almost tripled because the cost in Portland is so much higher to live than it is in Salem. I mean, just the rent is astronomical in comparison. My mortgage down in Salem is about $1,200 a month, plus $250 for an HOA dues. That doesn't include like the utilities and whatnot, but you know, so just talking about that, it's almost $1,500 a month for just the condo. The rent on the Portland house is almost $2,000 a month, which, to say it out loud, kind of blows my mind a little bit. It's totally worth it. I love this little house. It's just such a sweet little house. I love the neighborhood that we're in. It's been really a big adjustment for me. You know, Jason has his normal routine that he gets to go to work every day, and he's doing what he loves to do. What? And this one here has been doing this new thing where she just sits and stares at me. Come on. Come on. You can sit with Mama. So I'm not really sure what to do with myself here. I feel a little lost. I feel a little discombobulated. I feel like my anxiety is at an all-time high just because, well, on one hand, my anxiety is at a high because I am so much, like, I'm in a different culture. It's like I'm in a different country and I don't really know the language. I don't really know the customs, and I feel a little bit like it's safe to stay in the house and just hide in the house, but at the same time I still have so many boxes everywhere that it's depressing. It's just, I know I'm rambling. I don't know how to articulate myself. The other issue that I'm having, which is actually an issue that I didn't realize would be such a big issue, but all of my art furniture, like my art table and my art storage system, is all still in Salem. The plan was we'd go to Salem today, pick all that up, you know, do some minor cleaning and any of the extra stuff that we left there, like my tripods, and I'd be able to bring that back here. And I think that if I had the ability to art, I think that would really help me a lot, but because I don't really have a surface to do that on, I don't really have a way to like art at all. I don't have a dining room table. I don't have any folding tables. I really have no surface of any kind. I have the floor, but the floors are hardwood, which I absolutely adore. However, I have really bad knees, and if I get down on the floor, then I have a tendency to get stuck on the floor, which hurts, one, and it's like embarrassing even just to myself when I'm by myself. Like, come on, Basso, get off the floor. Come on, Chrissy, you could do this. Get off the floor. So I have been using this new little ottoman that we have purchased. I've been using this kind of as like my little space, but I can't paint on it. I can't like do any of that. Okay, so the reality is I'm having a little bit of a pity party for myself. And I'm almost to the point where I'm like, I don't wanna, you can't make me, I ain't gonna, and I just kind of like, I'll unpack a box, put it away, and then I'll come sit and watch a TV show. And then I'll unpack another box, and then I'll be like, okay, that's enough of that, and then I'll come back and watch another TV show. And then I will unpack another box, and realize I'm running out of space so fast, I don't know where all this stuff's supposed to go. And for some reason, purging has been so hard for me. I don't know if it's just because it's one more change in my life, Like, I've always said to myself that I love change, and I love the idea of change. I love the newness that change brings, like you change. But the reality is, I don't like change at all. I'm just a creature of habit. I really like my things about me and exactly where I put them. And I like my structure, and I like my organization, and I like my little systems that I put in place. And it makes me really sad to like have to start over again. On the other hand, my husband keeps reminding me, you know, we're not destitute. We're not even remotely close to destitute. But it feels like it because I don't have a surplus of money to go out and, you know, retail therapy myself back to happy again. Which is what got me in this problem in the first place. It got me into the trouble in the first place was I have so much stuff and I don't have enough people and experiences. I'm struggling. And it's really hard for me to say that to you, but I'm struggling. I'm struggling because I am lonely. I'm struggling because I'm in far distant land. I'm struggling because I don't know anybody. I'm struggling because I really can't technically afford where I'm at right now. So I'm a little bit afraid to go do anything. I'm struggling because I am in this new house that actually has started to feel like home, which has been really good. But I really want my home to be boxless, and I really want my home to be clutterless. I really want my home to be a place where everything is in its place and well decorated and beautiful, and a place where I can invite my friends and family over and we can all make great memories together. And I feel like that's so far away. Now I know this sounds all very melodramatic, and I don't want to sound like I'm totally bummed out, because I'm not. I'm really excited and really happy, but at the same time there's this other side of me that's kind of like, oh my god, now what do I do? I'm here. That was supposed to be the hard part, but now what do I do? I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna call in the Calvary and say, hey peeps, I need some support. Please come visit me. Please come help me figure out this new place. Please help me figure out the transit system and the new the MAX, which is new to me, not new to Portland, it's new to me. Help me figure out how all that works so that I don't have to feel like I have to drive everywhere. My biggest concern about Portland, and has always been about Portland, is the traffic. It is so exponentially so much more congested than Salem ever has been, that as soon as I'm in traffic, my anxiety level goes to the roof, and it makes it so, you know, just the thinking of that makes it so that I don't really want to go anywhere. So God bless my husband, he knows that about me, and he's really super sweet and supportive and understanding. So he's very quick to say, hey, I'm off work, where do you want to go? Do we need to make a run to Costco? Do we need to go to IKEA? Do we need to go to Safeway or Albertsons or wherever it is we're going? You know, do we need to go to a hardware store? Do you need something? It's a process. The other thing that has been a little bit of a struggle here is this place has so many windows, which is awesome. It's one of my absolute favorite things about this place is there are so many windows, but the problem is not all the windows have coverings, which for someone like me is really terrifying because I really need my privacy. Although the main window that doesn't have covering is the dining room, and outside the dining room is a covered porch, so it's completely enclosed, it's completely private, but I have night blindness, so I cannot see outside. But I have this rule that I put in place in my head that if I can see outside, somebody can see inside. So because I can see out the window, even though I can't really see out the window, because I can look out the window and know that the outside is there, I know that people can look inside. So it's made me a little bit leery about like going to bed in my wherewithal like I like to do, which is sad. You should be able to sleep however you want to in your own house. So the window is ginormous, which is awesome, but it's too long for any of the curtain rods that we have. So we have to somehow trek out and go find a curtain rod for that curtain. Just like little tiny things. If I could just tweak little tiny things, this house would be superb. It would be so perfect. Not only that, but it is Christmas, and I do have a few little Christmas decorations up, but it doesn't really feel like I am really in the Christmas spirit because I don't have our main Christmas tree up. And here it is 2 weeks into December, and is it 2 weeks into December? We're a little past a week into December, and I still don't have a tree up, and I feel like it's too late now. It's gonna be a lot of work to put the tree up. It's gonna be a lot of work to pull all the ornaments out. I don't even know where the ornaments live right now. Jason says he's got the boxes pulled aside. He knows where they're at. I do not know where they're at. I am learning that change is hard. But I'm also learning that change is worth it. I'm also learning that when you don't take care of yourself, when you know what you should be doing and you do the complete opposite anyways, you're gonna feel it. You're gonna feel it and it's gonna cause you grief. So you need to get off your ass and do what you know you should be doing, no matter how painful that first step feels. Because I know myself, as soon as I start with the first step, it's very easy for all the other steps to kind of fall into place. I realize that these kind of videos are really like conscious stream of thought, just coming straight out of my mouth, unfiltered, unfettered. It just kind of blah. Okay, so my whole point, my whole purpose in doing this video today was really two things. One, it was to say, okay, my 30 days in November, totally screwed the pooch on that. It crashed and burned at day, I think I got 26 days out. That was it. That's all I'm gonna do. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop torturing myself. I feel so guilty that I'm like punishing myself. So I'm just gonna let that go. That month is gone. I'm gonna let it go and I'm gonna start brand new and fresh and start again. Where I'm just gonna share my life again and things I'm learning and things that interest me, and I really would like to share. Well, you know, we've had this discussion lots of times before. But I think by saying goodbye to November, the 30 days of November, even though it's December 9th, I think by saying goodbye to the 30 days of November, it gives me permission to start afresh, to start with a clean slate, and which is really fitting because here I am in Portland, totally different place, totally different city, totally different culture. I'm almost surprised there's not a different language here. I feel like there should be different language because it is so different than Salem. But this also gives me the ability to start completely afresh and to share my life with you. And I'm not sure what this is gonna look like. And my whole life is really in flux. It's really fluid right now. I don't know even really, if you said to me, who is Chrissie? I would say, I don't know. I don't know. She is an artist. She's a creative. She's somebody who loves people, but other than that, I don't know. I don't know what I do. I don't know what I do for fun. I don't know who I hang out with. It's a process. We're gonna figure it out. So that was long and rambly, and I appreciate that you came to visit me today. I hope that you have a fantastic day today. Today, my day is gonna be all about unpacking. My husband's gonna be home all day today. He's actually, he ran to the store this morning. We got up this morning very late. And he said, what do you want for breakfast? And I said, I really want some steel cut oats with some bananas and peanut butter. And he's like, that sounds really good. I think I should go to the store and get a donut. And I'm like, what? What? So I actually got up and got in my like snow gear to go with him, but I made it literally about 6 feet away from the house, and it is so icy that I thought I'm gonna die here at this 6-foot point away from the house because I cannot move without falling. So God bless the man, he helped me back to the house, and I came back in, and here I am, and Jason's at the store right now doing what he's doing, finding whatever he wants for breakfast, and I'm gonna go figure out how to make steel cut oats. I've never made them myself. My husband's always made them for us, but I think it's time to learn. Yeah, I definitely think it's time to know how to make your own steel cut oats so you're not always waiting on the man. So more to come. Yeah, I'm excited. I think that I'm gonna just kind of approach each day one by one, each day as it comes, and like ask myself every morning, what do I want to do today to make today great? And take it from there and see what feels good and what makes me happy and what best serves my husband and myself. So I know I'm rambling. I'm sorry I don't have a tripod. I realize you're pretty much right up my nose this whole time I'm talking to you, and I'm doing a lot of looking at, I have a little monitor on the right hand side of my camera. So I know I should be looking here at you, but I'm constantly looking there at myself to make sure that the camera's in focus. So anyways, I hope you guys have a great day today. I will keep you posted. I know there's so much more to come. Anyways, talk to you later. Bye for now.